From the local station, the 10 o'clock news starts now.
Just 2 days after more than 50 bullets were fired at Eureka Gardens, wounding 7 people, a local family is speaking out, saying the complex has had poor security for years, which the family blames for the gunshot death of their loved one 2 years ago. 22-year-old Christopher Cornelio was at a party at Eureka Gardens back in 2014 when police say 3 people crashed the party and started shooting. Cornelio was killed.
And now his parents have filed a lawsuit. They contend that there were plenty of signs that more security was needed at the property long before their son was killed. Their lawyer spoke with Channel 4's Francesca Amaker as police are still investigating Monday morning's mass shooting. Fran.
Tom and Mary, the lawyer that I spoke with actually was in town taking depositions at the time, and the property manager who was working Eureka Gardens 2 years ago has since been fired. But again, he says it shouldn't take a decade of crime for this complex to at least hire a JSO officer 24/7.
He was adopted by 2 individuals that loved him dearly, and he was a father to a young child. And our experience in these cases, it's easy to say that, you know, time heals all, but the reality is that it never does, and that loss will never ever be filled.
His name is Christopher Cornelio, and in 2014, he was shot and killed while attending a house party at Eureka Gardens. At the time, police say 3 teens who didn't live there crashed the party and shot him in the head. Today, his family still mourns his death and has hired attorney Jason Brenner for a negligent security lawsuit.
Individuals that live inside of these complexes don't understand that the owners have a legal duty to provide a reasonably safe premises from reasonably foreseeable crime.
Brenner says the prior owner of Eureka Gardens utilized off-duty officers from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. And in December 2012, when the Global Ministries Foundation acquired the property, the Department of Housing and Urban Development required that the hours of the off-duty officers be increased. But the attorney says his firm is still trying to find evidence to see if that ever happened.
There's still a level of guns being used during crimes, assault rifles, guns being brandished, people being physically attacked. And I can say through our litigation that we found that there was never any assessment done with respect to whether or not the security was working. And JSO is doing what they can do. But the responsibility rests with the owner and the people they have put in charge of that property.
Brenner says Monday's mass shooting at the complex is another prime example why things need to change so that another life of a father, a son, or a loved one is not taken. Now, the trial date for this case should be set sometime next month, but the case itself could be taking place next year. We're now reporting live at JSO headquarters. Francesca Amaker, Channel 4, the local station.